Okay, thanks for joining me. I don't often do sort of videos on things like this because I don't consider myself much of an expert. But I started watching this video by this guy, Kay, and he's installing 2 more batteries onto a Phantom 3 battery. And I got about 3 minutes into it and thought, you guys have got to see this video. So he's had them on, so first just skip through. So he decides he's going to take the quad apart first of all. And he takes off the GPS that you can see here. So now he's adding batteries, so he's going to connect them to these wires here. I thought, okay, fair enough. You've got 2 nice big solder pads there, and you can just solder, the wire straight to them. But then he gets out these cutters and he starts stripping a small part of the wires. I thought, what's he doing that for? So then follows the video through. Now he's literally just going to wrap the wire around. What are you doing? And then he's going to wrap electrical tape around the conductors. You've got perfectly good solder pads there. Why? And then you got tape. I mean, not even heat shrink or anything. I thought, you know what? This guy's just not right in the head, surely. So he's done both of them here, as you can see, and he's used tape and he's pulled them out through the battery door. Now, on the side of a quad, there's a perfect good little vent slot about that big. You could bring the wires through there. So I thought, okay, fair enough then. Let's see what you do with it. So he brings them out and then he puts the lid back on. So far he's now got, 2 wires stuck out the back and he's put the lid back on again. So he's only got 2 wires. So if he's only got 2 wires, how's he going to add on 2 batteries? And lo and behold, he does the exact same thing where he strips some of the cover off, gets his new wires, which don't look rated at all for batteries, wraps them round, and then adds tape again. What on earth? Is this a good way just to set fire to your Phantom? Why don't you at least solder the wires on? Why don't you fit 4 wires in the first place? Why don't you solder to the battery pads? But instead you're just wrapping wires round. I mean, is it just me, or is this guy just... Oh, okay. So then he decides, instead of bringing them through here, he's going to drill a hole in the side. Why? Why are you drilling? There's a perfect good vent hole right here. You could have brought the wires through nice and neatly there. So now he's going to do on the other side, he's going to push the wires over the top and under the main board and then bring those. Oh my God. All right, okay, fair enough then. So that's how he's done his wires. So he's powered it up with these bare wires. He's just testing the voltage on it. So now he's going to make what is called the nacelles. These are the place where the batteries are going to sit. I thought, well, for me, you could have maybe just cut alongside the Phantom, a couple of bolts through, some Velcro, mounted them on the fuselage under, the main body kind of thing as you see with most. But what he's doing is, he's got batteries that just fit in, and he's going to fix them, and ship you not, with cable ties to the bottom of his quad. All right, now I see 2 problems here. First of all, they're open, so the wind's going to whistle through. Chances are it will push the battery out the back. Or, because of the extra weight of the batteries, as the quad breaks, it's going to swing like this. Not the best idea in the world. Okay, so he's done that. Now he's got the battery now. And, to get that right there. So he's got one with a decent plug connector on it. And the charging lead. And he's now cutting off the lead, bearing the ends, and he's using a chocolate block. I don't know what you guys call it in England, but it's a chocolate block. It's one of the worst type of connectors you could ever decide to have. You've got a perfectly good connector on it. Why not just use that connector, and on the end of your wires put a wire splitter, and then you could just have it plugged into 1 wire instead of having 2 sets of wires coming out. I'm going to be interested to see how he connects these batteries up. So there's his batteries, right? So he's now going to install connectors. So what's he going to do now? He's going to cut the wires again. Bear in mind, these wires aren't soldered. They're just taped up. And he's crimping on spade connectors. Hang on. Seriously, spade connectors. He had a perfectly good battery connector. Like I say, you just need the Y splitter. Why on earth has he put these? These are meant for like cars that maybe have an amp or two running through, you know, for radios and stuff. This is a, what is it, a 5200 milliamp battery, so it's a 5.2 amp battery going through that. It's a bit more than the Phantom 3s. Right, so what's he going to do now? So how's he going to connect this to the battery now? Please don't tell me. He's put spade ends on the battery connections. So he's now got, and he's not, no, please, no. You're going to put that into the chocolate block. You are? He's put it into the chocolate block. Why? What on earth are you doing? What? Yeah. Anybody else sat here going, oh, what are you doing? And then he's just cable tied them. There you go. Other idiot proof. So you've got other connectors there that you could have used, but you've opted for these little low amp connectors. And these, oh, he's put some foam in the end to stop the batteries from flying out. Well, that's, I suppose that's not too bad an idea, I suppose, but anybody else see the flaw in this video? I just don't understand why he's cut off battery connectors. Why he's put 4 wires through. We could have just used 1 wire, sold it directly onto the battery. But instead he's doing all this. What's he doing here now? Let's have a look. What's he doing? He's wrapping tape around the batteries. He's going to put the battery in there like that, with all the gubbins stuck out, exposed to the elements. And that's it. It just slides in. So the first time the quad goes like that, the battery's going to go whunk, pull the quad down. Do not copy this guide. This guy is an absolute idiot. How many views did it have? 597 views. Let's have a look at the comments. No one's had any comments. No one's been nice enough to say to him, mate, you should not in any way, shape or form be making a battery mod like this. This is just, oh dear God, there's so many things wrong. Right, hang on. What's he doing there? He's going to charge those batteries up now. Is he just going to put them straight? He's not going to balance charge them. He's just going to plug the batteries in. Oh no, hang on. He's plugged the batteries onto a. Oh, we're using a multi-battery charger. Hang on. How's he doing this? Oh, hang on. He's going to use the battery set to charge a Phantom 3 battery. Right. So the Phantom 3 batteries are 15 volts. And the batteries that he got will be 11 volts, is it? 11.1 volts. And he's trying to load 4 batteries on. Even... I don't know. Well, no, he's... Oh, no, he is as well. They're intelligent charging. They charge intelligent. This has got no balance charging whatsoever on it. Oh, God. Please, as I said, don't follow this guide. This is just absolutely hilarious. I'm glad it's 3 years old, because seriously, I can see the amount of people going, oh, that looks like a good idea. Trust me, I don't think that's a good idea at all.